And hello everyone, and welcome back to the 40K QNA with me and MasakoX here. Masako, would you like to say hello again?
Hello again.
So I imagine most of you that are here have probably already watched part 1. If you have not watched part 1, there is a link in the description down below. So get your asses over there, pause this, leave it paused, go and watch that. It's about 20 minutes long, and then come back to this one. But without further ado, on to the Q&A, shall we? Now, at Real Lord Frieza and MasakoX is from SpookyGast06. If you can wish anyone back with the Dragon Balls, who would it be? Who would you wish back, Masako? I'm curious.
Well, judging from the picture right there, I think there's a hint. Just a little hint.
All right. So who you going with then?
I think, appendages out for Harambe?
Yep. Appendages out for Harambe. If I had to wish anyone back with the Dragon Balls, who would it be? Who would it be? Well, I'm assuming we're going anywhere. This isn't just Dragon Ball related. So if I could wish anyone back with the Dragon Balls, it's a very tough decision to make. I would probably wish back. You know, I'm gonna go. I thought about wishing my dad back, but he kind of pissed me off with the whole trying to recruit Trunks thing afterwards. You know, that was kind of throwing me under the bus. I just died, and you don't think I didn't see it, Daddy? You know, but I can still see things in other world.
But who would you play Pretty Pink Princess with?
Do we always have to take it to the Pretty Pink pit? I can't even say it. It's just gross. Ugh. We're just going to scroll past that. My lord, have you played any Naruto games with me in them? If so, how tough was I for your lordship? Same for Son. I have played Naruto games, but I haven't gotten to the Madara Uchiha part yet, so I can't really voice that. But they're very fun. Very fun. Have you played any Naruto games over there, Masako?
I actually haven't, because can never really get myself into those games, because I've fallen behind a lot of Naruto canons, so I feel like if I did, it would spoil it for me majorly. But,
it would.
I always think they look good. They always have a good style to them.
Very pretty games. Very pretty indeed. Quick question for you I have for myself. What part of Naruto did you leave off at? Did you get to Shippuden?
Probably about maybe episode 40 of that.
Oh yeah, you're very far behind. Any plans on going back and finishing it?
Probably not.
You should.
I can only handle. Well, now I've got Super. I say to myself, I can only handle one shonen anime at a time.
Ah, well, Super won't be around as long as Naruto goes on, so what I would recommend is just pull up a list on the internet, skip all the filler, and watch. It's actually a pretty good show. Pretty good.
Okay.
Alright, so Merged Zamasu says, "Hey Goku, nice body you have there. Would you like to have mine?"
No, because that guy looks like he's constantly sick.
Yes, he almost looks like a reverse carrot in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and they always say about green with envy, and to never trust people who look envious. So, yeah, Zamasu, more like blech, Misu.
I've got another really good question for you, and this is from Jack Tucky Owen. He says, "Can Kakarot please explain the mouth present from Chi-Chi?" I'm curious to hear this as well. Go ahead, Goku, please, tell us.
Well, the mouth present, you see, is all about the stuff that she uses her mouth to announce that she's got a present for me. Because otherwise, how would I know?
I feel like you're really quote-unquote beating around the bush there, my friend.
Oh, there's a lot of beating around with Chi-Chi, I can tell you.
Oh, I can imagine. You know, that's one thing. I like yandere women, strong women. If you ever get bored of Chi-Chi beating you around, you tell her she can come my way. I'd be more than happy to take her off your hands.
I'm okay with my hot Asian wife.
Fair enough. Will you ever consider having Vegeta with you guys for another video? I can only imagine the turmoil that I would suffer if I had both of those monkeys in one video with me. I mean, I'd be up for it.
Chicken!
For the sake of comedy, I'd be willing to do it. But I feel like I'm going to be the loser.
I was talking about sorry, I was just having chicken. What were you saying?
Do you ever stop eating? Ever?
How dare you say such a thing?
What are your thoughts on the new season of The Walking Dead, Lord Frieza? I actually loved the first episode. I'm not going to give any spoilers. Do you watch The Walking Dead, MasakoX?
I actually don't watch it.
Really?
I never really got into it. So okay. I kind of like fell behind, and it's just like, I don't really watch a lot of TV these days.
Yes. Well, that was the answer to my next question I was going to ask you was why. I don't watch much TV either. The only TV shows that I typically watch are probably, if I had to be honest, Walking Dead and Doctor Who. I can't really think of anything else that I watch on television. Everything else is just anime related or on Netflix already. Oh, and New Family Guy. I watch New Family Guy because I'm a big Family Guy fan. Let's see here. Frieza, what do you think about Trunks' new form and Vegeta kicking Goku Black's ass in Super? I can't talk right now. We're gonna avoid spoilers with Super, guys, because there's people that are watching that may or may not have caught up. Alright, so, this is a very good question right here. And this one's definitely for you, MasakoX. Vile Eraragi asks, alright, for real. The hell caused the muffin button to show up? Like, where did that even come from?
Well, the thing about that is it was just the fact that Dr. Briefs made the plans for that Saiyan ship that took me to Namek from the Saiyan ships that Vegeta and Nappa came in. And that was built on Frieza's technology. So, there was a muffin button that Dr. Briefs put in and he didn't even know about it, based on Frieza's blueprints. So, Frieza invented the muffin button.
What? You're telling me I could have been pushing buttons in my... Hold on, I have a button right here in my ship. A fucking muffin appeared! Who made this? I need to talk to someone! I don't ever remember having a muffin button until right now, ever!
You didn't know?
No! I don't just look... Goku, I don't just sit there and go, you know what I could really go for right now? A muffin. I'm ruling planets.
You're probably one of those... You're probably one of those gluteus-free people.
What? You don't get a body this slim and slender by eating things that are fatty.
Why would you do that to yourself, man?
Because you are an unreal freak of nature that just eats large amounts of food and somehow stays buff as Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime, by the way, I might add. And I don't understand how you do it. I don't understand how you Saiyans do it.
We just do it. And that I am happy for all day.
Okay. Fernando Ruiz says, sorry for 2 questions, but are you guys going to do a face reveal? I'm doing a face reveal at 100,000 subscribers, and Masako's already done it. You can go to his channel and see his face right now.
Yep. Just everything about my stupid face.
Oh, don't be so harsh on yourself. Frieza, why don't you have any females in your army? They can easily survive bleeding over a week. I see what you did there, Saiyan Musa. I see what you did there. I'd be open to having some females in the Frieza Force. I mean, hey, the Frieza Force right now that we're rebuilding is my subscribers, and there's a lot of females in the subscriber base, so your question's answered. There's a ton in there. Here's a good question for Goku. Do you like muffins or seafood better?
Well, I like seeing food, so probably that one.
Okay, alright, fair enough. And, Goku, why do you love training?
I know, I just do. Just gives me something to do.
Besides eat.
Who's to say I can't do both?
You know, I actually can see you doing a push-up with one hand, eating a sandwich with the other. I feel like that's something you would do.
Oh, yeah. Like, whenever I try and use a croissant, I throw it like a boomerang, and then I try and catch it in my mouth going at, like, half the speed of the sound.
Half the speed of
It's
sound?
fun, you should try it sometime.
I've never thought to try it, but I'll try it after we finish today. Alright, so, who do you think is stronger, Golden Frieza or Frost? I think that's a very easy question to answer. I mean, it's obviously me in my golden form, my luxurious, beautiful golden form. Fabulous, by the way.
I wonder where you got that idea from.
Well, I wanted to mock you, literally let you know who was at the top of the pecking order, so...
Yeah, you did mock me by being so weak.
Excuse me, mister, I blew up the planet. The one thing that pisses me off about Resurrection F, and I get asked this all the time. What is this stupid picture? We're gonna go ahead and scroll right past that. Your friend Whis had to reverse time. I blew you all up. That's unfair.
No, but it's just like, you completely insulted the Super Saiyan form by going, oh my god, I am so weak. I am going to make a golden form and be stronger than the Saiyans. Oh, no, I'm totally not as strong. Oh, silly me.
I was stronger than you. You forget. I just ran out of stamina. That's all. I was punching you in the gut.
Yeah, you had to get someone to shoot me in the chest. How could you do that? You don't know how to fight.
Well, I ran out of stamina. What do you want me to do, man? I'm not the one over here popping sage beans all the time, eating sensu beans when I'm in a fight. I fight like a man. I don't rely on a bean.
You have no idea how to live, do you?
What?
Oh, yeah, of course you don't, because you're dead. How's the afterlife for you going?
It's going quite swimmingly. I'm in my ship right now talking to you. I don't know how this came to be, but here we are.
Huh.
Do you think it was a natural skill or hard work that made you guys so good at voice acting, or a mix of both? Masako, I'll go ahead and let you tackle this one first. You go ahead.
Well, anyone can actually attain a skill. It's all about practice, and these things don't come quick. You have to really kind of go at it for a long time, and what I've always found to do is just to practice in intense short bursts. So take about 20-30 minutes out of your day, try a little bit, try something new, and then just keep plugging at it. Don't try and bust your balls and spend 3 hours trying to do voices, because otherwise you're just going to burn yourself out and you'll feel like you're not accomplishing anything. So it's just, the important thing is just to take it slowly, and you will develop, and eventually you'll get to that point where you'll hear your voice from a month ago and you'll think, oh my god, I sound awful. That means you've improved. You'll see how far you've come.
That's a very good way to put it. Guys, I really don't think I could word it any better myself. The only thing I can really add to it is it's not something, I mean, some people do have a natural skill at it, But a lot of people, even people with natural skill, there is still hard work that goes into it. So it's not going to say that if you don't have a natural skill at it, you can't get just as good as someone who had a natural skill. Because everybody has a knack for something. Let's say someone has a knack for carpentry work. They're good with wood. And someone doesn't. Not to say that that guy who works hard can't get as good as the guy who just had a natural knack for it. It's just hard work and dedication. That's all there is to it. It's like anything. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it. All right, here's a good question. What are you most excited for in Xenoverse 2? I'm most excited for being able to change history. I'm curious to see how the story's going to play out when you can change things in the game. What do you think, Masako?
I like the fact that everyone can have a chance to get their own transformation form. Kind of makes everything a little bit more fair, so I can get a good fight.
Well, I'm hearing, and from what I can see with pictures, that my brother Kuda shows up on Namek. I'm looking forward to whipping your ass with him.
Well, let's just see whether he can actually do better than you.
Well, I mean, I feel like we're going to do a pretty good job. We'll see, though. We'll see. When that episode comes out, I might send it to you on Twitter. What type of shoes do you prefer, Jordans or Nikes? And can you say Neil is gay in your sexy golden voice? I don't know who Neil is, so I'm not going to insult him, because if he actually is gay, that's very mean. But I don't wear Jordans or Nikes, really. Actually, no, I do have a pair of Nikes right now that I wear around the ship. I don't know if they're not Jordans. They're not.
I kind of just get the shoes that Chi-Chi gets from the store. I know. I'm not a brand guy.
You have had the same shoes for the last, 30 years, I believe?
Because they're so good.
How do you even keep getting the same pair? Who is manufacturing the same shoe design for 3 decades?
Well, I know a guy.
All right then, fair enough. For Masako, why did you start Team 4-Star? And for Frieza, did you think you would have been here this fast, 50k before the year ends? I'll tackle my question first because it's very easy to answer. No, I did not think I'd hit 50k before this year ended. I just started my channel back in I started it December of last year, but I didn't really start uploading until about February or April, I believe. And yes, I did not think I'd be at 50k before the end of the year. But that is a good question, Moscow. Why did you start TFS? You are a founding member, are you not?
Yes, I was one of the founding members. I think one of the 4 that started it. And we just started TFS really because we all have our passion for Dragon Ball. And we felt like we could really give it a good go. And we wanted to give it a try. And we wanted to work together. So we found something that we all had a common interest in. And we felt like we could do decently. So that's how it came about, really. Simple as that.
Okay, all right. And there's a couple of good questions that I'm actually interested in seeing here myself. Frieza, have you seen Cell in Hell? Yes, and he's so annoying. He never stops talking about perfection. The man has ADHD, I swear. He's also got obsessive-compulsive disorder. Did you see him building the ring in Team 4-Star? The man just could not make it perfect. Pun intended there. MasakoX, how did you feel when Goku trained with Popo? How did that go?
Well, you have no idea.
And pretty much, I never try and ask Goku that because that just brings back bad memories.
Also, that breaks the first rule about Popo's training as well.
And the second.
And the second as well. Yes, so I mean, we don't want to break Popo's rules, apparently. I mean, the man can eat Kamehameha attacks. We don't want to piss him off.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, we've already answered the how to do the voice of Goku in part 1. So go back to part 1 if you haven't watched it already to hear that. But another good question is, how do you guys avoid the copyright claims? That's from Macho Man DB Vintage.
Well, I don't use I don't use actual footage from the show. And I just use clips. I use stills and I make them really small. And I always try and make sure never to use the actual audio because that is unfair and that is kind of stealing. But I just try and just do things like just make it more like of a recap and then just actually so people can pay attention to what I'm saying.
Okay.
As well as have some of the pictures there for effect and for elaboration. But I try not to rely on just stills from the actual show.
I see, fair enough. How does TFS avoid those as well?
Well, we don't.
I remember you guys had an issue about a year or so back, maybe, where your channel just got obliterated overnight, and then the internet erupted.
We got it back again within 12 hours.
Yeah, exactly. The internet erupted. I was one of the people that was like, "Give them what the hell, YouTube? They're not doing anything illegal. They're just making funny parodies. Come on, copyright."
Well, Toei claimed it as a bot, but we managed to. I mean, they still claim it in terms of copyright. So whatever revenue comes from those episodes, it goes to them.
Yeah, all right, and that's fair enough. I think that is fair enough. That is their footage. They're letting it stay alive at least. So you guys have your website as well. So you guys are good.
Yes, pretty much.
All right, and I'm not going to keep you too much longer, Masako. We're going to start wrapping up. I want to scroll through fine and start picking and choosing questions here. We've got a lot. Danielle Critchley says, DBZ Abridged is amazing. Keep up the hard work. FF7 is terrible and not fun. That's a little mean. I actually like the FF7 Machine Abridged. I enjoy it. And Masako, you're the head editor of that, are you not?
Yes, I am.
So, to you, Daniel Critchley, I like it. This is a good question for Goku. Why have you never kissed Chi-Chi, Goku? What do you have against not kissing your wife?
What is a kiss?
It's when you press your lips against your woman's lips and you mwah. It feels nice. It's a good way to show emotion, something you don't really do enough. You need to emote.
Which ones? I think there are 2 pairs of lips. I'm never quite sure
The
which one.
ones on her head, Goku.
Oh.
Yes, the one where you stuff your face at, Goku, with food.
You mean the kitchen?
All right, we're gonna move on. Would you two play Overwatch together? I love Overwatch. Do you have Overwatch, MasakoX?
Yes, I do.
You should play Overwatch with me sometime. We should play Overwatch. I'm gonna have to add you on there. You're gonna have to give me your tag when this is over. We'll play Overwatch. We'll shoot things together. MasakoX, what's your favorite line you ever did as Goku and Gohan? Thanks and keep it up.
Probably the Goku speech of like going,
You know what they say, Vegeta? When you fall off that horse, you get back up and you eat that horse. Come and eat that horse with me, Vegeta.
And how about Gohan?
Probably just like, when he says, I wonder what my dad would say in this situation. Bye, son! I think I'm beginning to have issues.
All right, here we go. I have another question to Goku. What do you think of this photo? When I was 8, remember when I elbowed you in the... You remember how that felt?
Oh, yeah, that kind of tickled.
No, that didn't tickle.
I felt bad because I wasn't really affected by it, so I just played it up, say, oh no, Freezer, oh no, that totally hurt. Oh, don't do another, oh no, you did another one, oh.
You are such a son of a bitch. You know that? I punched you in the gut. You felt it. You felt at least one of those punches, Goku. I feel like my hand went through you almost.
Yeah, because you missed.
I'm gonna blow up the planet. I'm gonna come back and blow it up while you're there. It's gonna happen.
All right, I won't wait up.
You better not. All right, so to MasakoX, what is your favorite food? To Lord Frieza, how are things with the Supreme Kai time? They're great. They're great. She's just gorgeous. We're doing wonderful together. But what is your favorite food, Masako? Mine is seafood. I love seafood.
I love Thai red chicken curry.
Thai red chicken curry. I'm gonna try that. I'm curious. You've piqued my interest. I just recently tried spicy miso ramen for the first time a couple of days ago and loved it.
Very good.
One of my friends gave it to me at a convention. She bought me a 4-pack. It's from Japan. It's amazingly delicious. I've had 2 of them so far. And I'm actually probably thinking about it. I'm gonna tell you something right here that you might like, Goku. There's a website called exoticnudes.com. It's not what you think it is. It's exoticnoods.com. And they sell 3 different little loot crates. They sell a 4, an 8, and a 16-pack. And they're exotic ramens from Japan. They come once a month. So everyone, check it out. Goku,
That's
you might
not
want to check
big
that as well.
enough.
Well, you might want to get the 16-pack then.
Still not big enough.
Then you might go broke if you want one bigger than that, because they're starting to get a little expensive. And to start wrapping up, guys, I'm gonna start scrolling through here. Here's a good question. For MasakoX, if you were Frieza, what would you do?
I would just pretend that Actually, I really don't know. I'd probably just continue, just keep doing what you usually do, and maybe be a little nicer to people. Maybe not blow their planets up.
Well, they've got to obey. If they don't obey, they've got to pay. Hashtag obey or pay in the comments, please and thank you. What is your favorite scene from DBZA? Off the top of your head, and why?
Probably again the scene where Goku is actually oh no, it's from the latest episode. Because Piccolo and Vegeta actually never fought in Z. And he said, and hey, maybe if you're done, maybe you and my best buddy can have a go.
Go easy on him, best buddy.
That's pretty good. What do you guys think of Goku Black? You know, I've got no beef with Goku Black. He's an evil version of Goku. I feel like we could get a lot of things done together. But what do you think of him, Masako? And I gotta say, in your little super shorts that you guys do, I really love the voice that you give for Goku Black. I think it's very fun. I like the slight little elegant British accent on it as well. It really brings out the villain in him.
Yeah, that was actually pure out of chance, really. But I basically just thought,
well, if Goku comes up here, then basically Goku Black's just down here. So because Vegeta, a rose by any other name, is still Goku.
I like that. I like that. You
Oh,
do
I
a
bet
good
you
job.
do.
You do a good job. I
Oh,
do.
yeah.
I do. I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Are we having a moment here? We having a moment here?
I don't like muffins. How dare you!
That, ladies and gentlemen, is where the beef between Goku Black and Son Goku started. Because he doesn't like muffins and Goku does. That's where the beef started. And honestly, I think that's the best place to end right there. I would like to thank you for coming on, MasakoX. It's been a privilege and a pleasure. I've had a great time working with you. Everyone, I'm going to leave a link in the description to MasakoX's channel. Masako, would you like to take a second to tell them what you do on your channel so they know what they could come over and subscribe to you for?
Basically, I just talk about my life as in DBZA. I talk about Dragon Ball stuff. I read bad fan fiction, and then just all sorts of random geeky stuff. Really, when Xenoverse 2 comes out, I'm going to be creating my my Pathfinder Saiyan character in the game.
All right, fair enough.
So that'll be a little bit of a journey.
I'll be sure to bring my Frieza character and beat it up. We'll have a good time in a Frieza Fights episode.
Yeah, you'd wish.
It's going to go down, guys. We're going to throw down. He's going to be in Frieza Fights. It's going to happen. And everyone, if you're new, leave the video a like and subscribe to the channel. I do new videos all the time. If you're not new, you already should be smashing that like button. And as always, I'll see you in my next video. Ha ha ha! Okay, bye!